And welcome everyone in yet another umbraCoffee, episode 18. We are here today joined by two amazing guys working in different places. Sebastian and Anders, hi guys.
Hello.
How are you? All good?
Good. All coffeed up.
Coffeed up. Yeah, we all know that some of you, most of you probably have holiday today. But in Poland, for example, we don't. So we are working.
You're the only one working, Marcin.
Yeah, I know. I'm not
Keeping
sad.
the company afloat.
I enjoy my work, and I was waiting for umbraCoffee as well, which I'm not treating as a part of my work. So I'm glad that you joined us today, and hope that some of you will be watching it live and be active as it was last week. For example, we have some news to cover, and a lot of things as usual happened during the past week. So let's start, and then we will jump to the most important topics, the biggest topics from the past week. So as the first topic, Callum, we as a umbraCoffee host, we want to thank you all of you for hitting 100 YouTube subscribers, which enabled us to create a beautiful umbraCoffee URL for our channel.
Custom URL for the channel now, and it's all thanks to a little push I did in the Slack channel. We were like on 98 subscribers, so close, and I did a little push. And big shout out to Soren Kotal for being our 100th subscriber. Really appreciate it.
Big high five! And right now we have 103 subscribers, so it's growing, and it saved us some time for all of you to let you know, because right now we have some unlocked features on YouTube, and we can learn it more and enjoy more of the amazing things which YouTube can offer for the creators. So thank you once again, and we believe that it will be growing and growing. What else we had? Of course, the new Umbraco releases. It was the release week. 2 of them, yeah. So it was the version 7.9.3 and 7.10.0. Guys, do you want to tell us more about those releases? Do you know more about it? Sebastian, maybe you?
Actually, I've not been very involved because I've been in holiday mode for a while, so I'm not entirely sure what's in there.
We've checked it, and some of the issues were fixed. For example, also some new features. For example, new color codes for document type icons, which is a small but I think a nice improvement.
Yeah, that was a cool pull request from Bjerner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so and we have 2 releases to play with. So I believe that some bigger changes are here, and we of course can use compare versions feature to see exactly what's changed. And as you can see here, 3 new features, 5 issues, task completed, and yeah, I saw that we can download it and upgrade it from NuGet. So yeah, it still waits for our time to play more with it. But yeah, we encourage everyone to upgrade and check it out.
Yeah, I'm interested. Maybe Sebastian can share some insight on this, but like 7.8 only came out a few months ago, and we had 7.9 and then 7.10 in very quick succession. Is this maybe a change of pace for the releases, or is this just an anomaly that's
No,
GDPR stuff out?
We've been working on a lot of things at the same time that needs the timing was a bit weird. So the 17 release is basically we needed to do some more database changes for headless coming up, so we can actually have the full implementation ready. 7.9, I can't even remember what it was in there, but I think it was also headless, and there was some promised features that we'd been working on for a while. So for now, this is an anomaly, but we might actually want to speed things up. It's been quite nice, so far. Yeah.
Cool. Nice. And community is not helping, I think, because we can see a lot of feature requests, a lot of possible improvements, which is I was just joking. It's a good side effect, and one of them was brought back to life, and I can share my screen because I really enjoyed the discussion behind this feature request, which is about a warning or a message or gateway saying more about possible collision while multiple editors wants to play with the same document. And if I will find it, Martin shared his proof of concept, or some kind of visual implementation of a possible solution for it, and it looks amazing. It's used Signal R to detect who is editing what, and right now he's displaying some kind of warnings and messages about other people playing with the same document. And it was something really missing in some of the projects in my past. I recall that I was planning to even implement it for one of my previous clients, and yeah, it's really, really good. People, if you're watching it, jump onto the discussion and share your thoughts, because Martin and more people are open for suggestions, and it's under development, so we can all make it better and more useful for us. And I'm really interested how other people are using it. And I was referring WordPress post locking because I really liked how WordPress did it. We were informed who is editing this document, and we can take over control over it. And some kind of information like that might be also helpful, but the full lockout is also not a good solution. But it will scare most of the editors to not work right now. Maybe wait until Josh or someone else will finish the work. And I really enjoyed the discussion here, and we'll of course show and share the link for this discussion underneath the video.
It's an interesting point looking at other CMSs as well, because I know, don't want to really plug too many, but like Sitecore and Episerver and even Kentco have got similar features or packages that do this. So there's maybe some knowledge that we can steal from there. Maybe one does it in a really nice way and we can improve upon that, or maybe two of them have got different ways of doing it and they could work together quite nicely, and we could bake that into the Umbraco way. So I think we've said this before, Marcin and I quite regularly encourage people to copy what other CMSs are doing, or just take a look. Borrow, exactly, because there's lots of users of these pieces of software, people using these features every day, and if there's something working well for them, maybe it will work well for us too. So WordPress is a great example. And
also learn from there's mistakes and move them and avoid them in the implementations for the best CMS in the market, right? Okay, jumping to the releases of the packages and some enhancements from the community. We've had a release, the first release of Diplo Dictionary Editor, which is a really nice package enabling editors to edit dictionary items. So it's new. It's a really nice addition for the back office experience. And we've had also this week package delivered from Offroad Code, which is setting the content security policy headers to our website. And I saw some discussions around this. And Sebastian, I saw that you were playing with this package, right? And checking how it works.
I've checked that for a few minutes, but I'm also on holiday mode, so I'm not actually doing much work. So it's like, it installs, it looks cool. It does stuff, and then I promised myself I would check it out the next day, and then we're here. So not much going on there. But, it looks really promising, and I'm actually doing a workshop about security, and this content security policies is part of it for Code Garden. So maybe I can use it actually for a workshop. I hope so.
Yeah. That would be really, really nice. And right now we can have a time for the biggest topic, the biggest change which we've observed during this week, probably, as a community, of course, because you both guys, and with some other helping people, delivered an amazing upgrade for our. I don't want to take time and describe it by myself, so maybe you can say more about it. Anders, I know that you were involved a lot. I saw the commits history, and you've did a lot of amazing job around those features. So feel free to, share more about it.
Yeah, it all started with the relaunch of our Umbraco, I think about 2 or 3 years ago. That there were some good features, but one feature that was lost in the upgrade was blog posts, and people have really been requesting that again. So that was one of the features we introduced in the new community section. One thing I personally missed was Umbraco videos. I mostly found those via Twitter, but they were nowhere to be found on the forum. So that was also one of the features I wanted to add. Yeah, and then some other nice features came along.
Yeah, the long list of features.
Yeah. Some of it was also based on conversations from Cogworks and so on. For example, people wanted to see who the MVPs are. Personally, I haven't really been aware of who the previous MVPs have been. So it's also good to go to the list and see them there.
Yep. And there were a lot of, I don't know, incomes from even our chats during umbraCoffees, because we've been talking about some leaderboards and items like that. And I really like that we right now can see more about people behind our. And it was not so easy to find them because, of course, those active ones who were answering questions and asking questions were easy to find. But those who were active maybe in some previous periods of time were not listed anywhere. So right now we can just see who was the most active community member in which year, who is an MVP, which was also, I think, and I remember that it was missing some of the MVPs from the past years. So right now it's up to date. That's really good to see who was involved and when. And there are some people who are there from 10 years and more. So that's really interesting to see. And for us, it was really interesting.
I didn't know that Pierre was an MVP before he joined. That was awesome.
Yeah, for example. And of course, our video sessions, which we really enjoy right now and dominate.
We seem to be owning it right now.
It's gamification. We want more people to add more videos.
Yeah.
So, if you want to disturb umbraCoffee, then please do.
Yeah, that's really
a lot of the things. So the karma and the MVPs and the badges and things like that was really inspired by us noticing that there's many more people joining our community just fresh, right? Nobody that we've seen before, and they kept asking us questions like, "What is this MVP and karma? What does that mean?" And all those kinds of things. We never. I mean, it was built into our community from the get-go, and we all got introduced to it somehow, but it was a bit magical. So explaining, showing is actually very important for new community members, and hopefully they'll stick around more on our.
Yeah. So what are your plans right now? Do you have a roadmap or already some plans to implement for our already?
Not exactly a roadmap. We have some more ideas. So on our issue tracker, I've shared some of the ideas that we have for future features. You have 10 more ideas that you need to share.
Yep, I will do this after this call.
What is your best new idea, Marcin?
My best new idea. I think that's some kind of gamification or bounties. So there are some issues which are not answered. And Stack Overflow, for example, some creators can raise a bounty and encourage people to maybe find the answer for this question. And I found it really useful and maybe motivating for us even to play with this issue and try to solve it, just to solve it for some points, for some fame, of course, and for everything else which is coming from the being active or visible member on our. And I think that this is the biggest idea which I found in my head.
And that aligns very well with us wanting to make the our community more active and more supporting for people coming to ask questions.
Or even remembering about unanswered questions, because we have a lot of them, or joining questions that I remember I was pointing some kind of issues like that. I will, of course, share this list. Maybe I will sum it up in some blog post, which I can also share with other community members to open the discussion for everyone else. That's something what I want to do. Okay, so that looks amazing. Huge kudos for everything what you've done already. It's great. We love to use it right now, and we didn't brought the topic about Gitter, which is also a nice addition for the community right now. We are able to chat with each other, and I reach Anders, for example, on Gitter. That's really amazing, and and I know that it's indexed. It's visible on our its embeds, so we can see what's going on in the community channels and community discussions. Yeah, we are looking forward for every one of you who is watching it to jump on Gitter, and you can reach us there as well. And I believe that you can share a lot of interesting things there for all of us.
It's definitely going to help with newer people coming onto Umbraco as well, and getting them started on like making their first contribution or something, because you've got this wealth of knowledge all in one place, and people can help you. And also then when someone gives them a nice answer, like you say, Marcin, it's indexed, so Google can come and find that data and surface it. So it's going to improve the whole project, I think, and how we get people on board.
Yeah. Okay, we are going to an end. We have some more other stuff to share, which were too small to mention them during a huge discussion, let's call it. We are still looking for speakers. We're still looking for your input on Polish Festival. I know it's in September, it's a lot of time, but please help us organize it as soon as possible. We want to know what will be going on. We want to be safe and sleep during the nights, not worrying about the event. So please buy tickets first, and then submit your proposal, or in the other order. Feel free to submit your proposal, and we will cover all of the tickets for you if your talk will be chosen. We had a great blog post saying more about day 2 on Code Garden during this week. So I had some people asking me what's going on day 1 or day 2, or should I stay on Friday, and more topics like that. So it's really nice to see the nice descriptions of each day on Umbraco blog. And what brought my attention during this week, I'm playing right now with a Dev2 platform. I don't know if you know about it. It's a kind of medium platform for bloggers around IT and development. And I found a really nice article about being a mediocre developer, which is really interesting. I will share a link for it with you. And I finally shared my article about 5 things to say to convince your partner to let you go to an IT conference. It's of course about also attendance on Code Garden or festivals in Umbraco community. So feel free to check it. And if you still if you are still in need to convince your partner to let you go, feel free to use my pro tips here in this article.
Cool.
It's a nice, funny, I hope funny point of view.
Do you have an RSS feed?
On this Dev2, I don't know. I need to check. It's a new platform. I thought that I'm exploring it. I will let you know.
Nice.
Okay, guys. So thank you very much for spending part of your holiday with us.
Yeah, no worries.
And yeah, we'll be in touch, and we are looking forward for all of the new features, changes, and enhancements for
Me too. I'm really excited for. There's a lot of new issues been created in the past few days by people in the community, and people seem to be willing to help out, which is my favorite part, like building the community together with the community. So good going on everyone there.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, keep up the good work. Thanks,
Great work,
guys.
Yeah.
Have a nice weekend and happy Easter and everything else around it.
You too.
See ya.
Thanks.
See you.